The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts. Complete, it's Dodson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's second down and 1. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
A first down carry for Barkley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Great, set.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Great, set. Go Silver, ready? 73, 9.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 76 yards. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
63, 63, 73, 73.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
No touch it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 73, 73. No touch it.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And this one complete to Smith. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go now.
Purdy going to give it to Garendo. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They've been nice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Purdy to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Purdy looking to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
No touch that. Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp. No touch.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. Down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 63 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now Purdy. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 75 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard.
Let's get it. Do on left.
Barkley, inside handoff. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a yard. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Guerendo. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. To build on to their 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Play action. Here's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
No touch that. Tiger Hornet.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Here we go. Ready.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Pass complete. He finds Jaden Reed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They go with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hold it ready. Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. Warriors 70. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
19. Tiger 19. Unlock Lion. Unlock Lion.
across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Isaac Guerrero
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
and the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Down the left sideline. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed.
76 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
Down the left sideline.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdy now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Buffalo 18, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Ready?
Back to throw. Purdy. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. In motion right, Debo. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Again, it's Garendo.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now they bring the tight end in motion right.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
Touchdown!
Brandon Ayuk from 3 yards out. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now See on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Extra point try now for Moody.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this is caught at the 20.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
A big play there just before halftime. 74 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Love. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Black ultra. Ready?
Here's Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Ready to work. Ready to work. Go.
Final play of the half. Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check smash, check smash. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check smash, check smash. Ready?
Here's Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A handoff running right, Garindo. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Street, street. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Mustang 19.
Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Now inside the 25. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field on what was a fairly innocuous play call.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Second and 9.
Let's go.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Once again, it's Mitchell. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
Seven Pirates. Bring it. Take over.
Mitchell is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Come on, set. Go.
Here's Garendo. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal.
18 Cardinal.
Purdy looking to throw. Out to his left. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Okay, ready? Here we go, set. Come 19. Say, hey. 19 Lion. Cowboy 80.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening?
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now Purdy.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, smash. Panther Street. Panthers. Hut, hut.
Handoff here, Garendo.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Let's go now.
They'll run again.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
This is 1st and 10. Love. Watson making the catch.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
All right, go.
Now Love.
Escaping the pressure right.
And complete once again to Watson. He's into space past the 25.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Love looking to throw it.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now 3rd down and very long.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Purdy going to give it to Guerrero. Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Punter Mitch Wishnowski ready to do the honors. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. He fields it from the 8. And he gets crunched by a big hit, right at the 25 to end that return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Going deep right away. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. Oh, baby. This stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock. But that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd. But an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Street. Check. Hurt.
They put a receiver in motion right. We'll have the first down and even more. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the 49ers
65 down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down throw by Purdy. He sends this one to the end zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's
Yep.
a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Rig alert. Buffalo 18.
After the pick, Purdy back to the air. And a man is there to knock that away. Could not beat the defender there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively by
18. Check smash.
From the gun is Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That's taken in by Samuel. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Street. 60 Maverick. 79 Bronco. Ready?
To throw again, it's Purdy. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Brought in by Ayuk. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
18, Pioneer. Go.
They just get the play off. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on third down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hits his running back. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Working quickly here. They kick the running back in motion. Purdy going to go on fourth. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Purdy throwing here on first. That finds Ayuk complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Garindo. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers are on the move here. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal. He'll go right back to Garindo. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Mahomes on first and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
A second down throw for Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. That one finds Xavier Worthy. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Easy.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. First down from the red zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Here we go.
Purdy on first down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He has it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Let's go.
From the red zone now. He's on the move. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He's got it inside the 10.
You got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed.
Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. That one hits for 30. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down throw by Purdy. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw, Mahomes. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And this one does not go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 19. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. Oh, the football's loose. And this is picked up by the 49ers.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Play action now with Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk near the sideline. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a 49er first down. Receiver in motion, headed right. On first down, they'll run. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 8. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Come 19, come 19. 19 Lion, take go.
He's back to throw. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Has his man. It's Pacheco. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Right. Yellow. Right side.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City.